So, Dean, what do you think are the 3 most important tools your beginner installer is going to have or need?
Oh, we're going to throw it to the beginner installer? Or?
Yeah, I mean,
so somebody's
really
looking to start out. Exactly. So that's what this show is about, right?
Pretty loaded question. I mean, because you can get into CNCs, all that. But
no. We're talking basic. So I want to be an installer. I'm going to go work at Shop X, and most shops don't provide tools, guys. So anybody watching doesn't know that. It's 99% of them use
buy reasonable tools. Don't buy junk. Don't go out and spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a huge toolbox that you're not going to use. But get good, decent tools. But what are the 3 you would suggest? Or they're the most important.
The most important one is definitely going to be your digital multimeter right off the bat. You have to have and know how to use a digital multimeter.
What makes a good one from a crap one? A garbage one?
I mean, honestly, for like the first 15 years, I used this one I got from Radio Shack until it finally broke. And it was like, that was the best one. I paid like $99 for it. It worked forever. Got dropped, got kicked, and eventually gave up the ghost. And it was like, all right, let's, you buy a Fluke after that. So, spend the money, get a nice Fluke digital multimeter. Make sure you get one that has... Make sure you get one that can test for parasitic draw, because that's going to happen at some point. So you're going to need to be able to run amperage through it.
So Fluke makes a whole range of them, starting at goodness, like $80 all the way up to $400 and $500 for basic handheld multimeters.
The Fluke 99.
Maybe you don't need to go to the $400 one, but you need to be in probably the $150, $175.
Yeah. I mean, definitely about $150.
I personally like the ones that do min-max. They min-max hold, and even more than that if they have a quick sampling rate. So some of them you can put them into a mode where they'll do like 1 millisecond sampling, and that's how you can really look for voltage drop when you have music playing.
Yeah, and then buy the probe accessory kit, because you're going to need them.
Yeah.
Decent probes. Oh, you mean like alligator clips,
alligator clip, pin
piercing
tips,
probes,
self-piercing leads,
pin tips so you can go into the back of a harness, all that fun stuff, because you're gonna be using it for sure.
Back probe kit is what you're talking about there.
Yeah, back probe kit. Yep. Soldering iron.
Quality soldering iron.
Quality soldering iron. If you're a Milwaukee guy, just get the M12 Milwaukee cordless soldering
battery
iron.
Powered, the cordless one. I've heard a lot of praise for that.
I've gone through 4 of them. I don't use it anymore.
Oh, okay. So maybe not praise for it.
Okay, but there again, 6 days a week beating the crap out of this thing.
Yeah.
This is professional installers. I mean, that's what we're talking about here.
I know a ton of professional guys that use it, but it's $80. It gets you in the door. It'll get you where you need to go. For most people, it's fine. I mean, I prefer a nice desktop soldering iron.
Corded.
But yes, because I want constant heat, and I want it to work when I need it to work, and I need it to get hot now and stay hot and not catch on fire.
And there's a lot of good brands like Weller and...
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
All right, so we got...
meter, soldering iron.
What's number 3?
Good set of wire strippers.
Yes, for sure. And this is actually another highly debated thing, because there's everybody that's got their own little personal preference into what type of wire strippers they like. I have tons of installers that just use... just a pair of cutters, but they just don't close. A pair of dikes or whatever, and they'll just strip wires like that.
Pinch it a little bit and tear it off.
And you'd be like, oh, that's crazy. But there's installers that have been making a living doing that for years and years. That's all they ever use.
I've seen a lot of installers, I'm sure Dean has, that use their teeth to strip wire. That gives me the shivers.
Small gauge stuff. Please don't use your teeth.
No.
Please don't use your teeth. But the automatic wire strippers. So those are love-hate, man. Sometimes they're really nice, and other times I fight with them. And you know what? I could have just done it 10 times over with any other pair right now.
You got to have a sharp pair, man. So you got to replace about every 6 months.